Yeah, just a really good team win, much needed. Obviously, with the schedule that we've had and the things that we've had to endure to this point, and then not competing against St. Louis. So the guys were disappointed. Really thought we came out with a lot of juice to start the game. Executed pretty well with a game plan at both ends of the floor, and just disappointed with how we came out in the second half, because we told them at half this is a veteran team, a well-coached team that's picked to win their side of the MAC, and they came out and punched us right in the face. So we never lost the lead. They didn't ever tie us or take the lead, but we didn't play very well in the second half. But a lot of credit to Ball State for that. We did just enough to win. We hung in there with our foul trouble and still got it done.
Is it a good omen to start the game by forcing a shot clock violation?
Yeah, Andy. I mean, that's some good old school stuff right there. Yeah, that's a good way to start it, especially how poorly we've played defensively. I think we kept telling them the teams are scoring on us about 60% of the time. So believe me when it was an emphasis, and it was far from perfect tonight, and we're going to continue to get better on it. But I thought the guys came out with a good game plan and played on edge. You got to play on edge on the defensive end, and I thought we did
that. This isn't a question, but it's a comment. I really hate the emphasis on the charging foul. And we kind of benefited from it in the first half. But then Jake got that one, and that kind of turned things. He was kind of necessary today.
Well, I'm glad you don't like it, Andy. There's a lot of things about the officiating that I don't like. Learned at an early age from my dad that they're always going to be bad, so you don't need to overreact. But that's a tough call. Blocking and charging is a difficult call. They have a couple really good guards with Walton and Elamine that initiate contact a lot, just like Trey does or like Jake does when they penetrate. And it's hard to get that thing right every time because it's a bang-bang call with good basketball players. They know how to draw fouls and get to the free throw line. So it's a difficult call, but I'd much rather look out there and have Jake out there and Trey and Tyreek without foul trouble.
Anything else, guys?
Yeah, I mean, I just got a couple. Coach, the St. Louis game, like you said, it wasn't, the game you wanted to have, but how much do you think it was kind of a nice little wake-up for your guys? The Ball State game almost served as a wake-up last year for your team. You rattled off a nice string of wins after that. Are you kind of hopeful that maybe the SLU game could be the same thing for you guys this year?
Yeah, I think so. Last year, it was just – I couldn't believe how dead we played in such a live environment, exciting for our fans to be able to be up there. But, I mean, we were 7-4 in the non-conference last year with the 10th toughest schedule in the country. And I think it was in our game notes today, to this point, we had the toughest schedule in the country. So it's not like we're ducking anybody. And we knew St. Louis is very good, very tough, very competitive, and we weren't. And we know to beat good teams like a Ball State, who is tough and who is competitive, we're going to have to get there. And we have such a long way to go. We need practices. We need time together to continue to improve and develop our roles. And it was much better to learn a lesson tonight. A lot of things we can learn from, but we won. St. Louis, so you had nothing good out of that other than seeing all the negativity we had to go through on the film. Again, give Ball State a lot of credit. Witt does a great job. We hope they have a great year in the MAC, but we needed to beat them today.
Well, and you took that punch in the mouth like you told your guys you were going to get in the second half, but like you pointed out in your opening statement, didn't give up the lead, didn't get into a tie, really kind of you maintained control of this thing even when Ball State went on their runs. Yeah,
that's how you win. We're going to have a lot of close games. And to be able to do that and hang on to the lead, make your free throws, and I'm over there on Kareem. I'm like Laravia sitting over there by us the whole second half. And like the 8-minute timeout, I'm wanting to put him back in. And He made me be patient on that because you want your best players in there, and it's a little more comforting when he's in there. So we dealt with a lot of adversity in the second half. Too many turnovers by our best player, Jake, Trey, and Tyreek, with too many turnovers, which really hurts your offense. So I thought we could have executed a little better at that end, but we really fought. We really fought, and we hung in there and got a good team win.
I was telling Randy earlier, I can't remember the last time I saw a freshman bring that kind of energy to the floor like Julian does. It seems like every time he's on the floor, the bench comes alive, everyone's active. And, I mean, he is just playing full defense wire to wire from tip to the end of the game.
And you know what he's doing right now? He's out there shooting. He and Sam are out there shooting. That's what he does all day, every day. He's a worker. He's a tremendous kid. And he's going to improve a lot because he can improve at both ends of the floor. But if you're going to work that hard, you're going to play that hard, good things are going to happen to you. And he brings energy to people. He's an energy giver, like you said, and it sparks your team. And the more guys you got like that, the better your team is going to be. But yeah, Julian, with a freshman that plays as hard as he does, who listens, who wants to do what you want him to do, and follow game plans. And he's gone against very good basketball players to this point in this season, and has stuck his nose right in there and been awfully tough.
Jake came out, obviously, almost like his hair was on fire at one point. The rest of the team had 10 points and he had everything else. Got a little bit of foul trouble, aggravated his toe a little bit there in the second half, though. But he looked more in this fourth game like the Jake we saw at the end of the season last year. How excited are you to kind of see him starting to get just one step closer to being 100%?
Well, 27 points in 23 minutes is not bad. That's pretty efficient. And other than the turnovers, he's in there upset at himself about his turnovers. But, yeah, he's a very good basketball player. We need to take advantage of the mismatches and our best players and get them opportunities to score. And all our other guys, we're playing a lot of other guys that haven't played with Tyreek before, haven't played with Jake and Trey. They got to understand those guys need to touch the ball, and we can play off them because the way Ball State guards, they're going to make it hard on your best players. And for Jake to be that productive in those minutes, that's pretty impressive.
The last one I got for you, Coach, there at the end, you're doing that offensive defensive with Jake. Never in a million years have I seen Cooper needs to be the guy that comes in for defense. He's almost always the guy coming in for offense. But he really has stepped up his defense this season. What was kind of going through your mind when you saw Cooper checking in for Jake?
You can say that on TV if you want there, big fella. I mean, that's a pretty good one. Yeah. I was a little upset with him in the second half and with our foul trouble. We had to keep – and Coop's not a poor defender. I'll give him a little credit. He's gotten a lot better, and he does talk. It is important to him. So it's not like he's a liability out there. That was really just to keep Jake out so he didn't get his next foul.
So no plans of having Cooper play the 4 anytime in the Valley?
Hey, we've done it some in practice. We really have, him and Jared both, and those are unselfish guys that will do it if they need to do it. We got to get more productivity out of that position when Jake's not there. Whether you lose Calix, and Calix was important there, so Kobe's got to step up. Coop's we got no problem playing 4 guards around Trey or around Jake in the inside. That's a pretty hard lineup to guard.
What about 5
Coach,
guards? You did that
on the
once today too.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. And Jake's a guard, so it is like 5 guards when he gets in there. It's again, this is a process. This is a process with this group, and what we have to do is to continue to improve. We got a game Tuesday. We need to rest up and have good practice tomorrow and Monday, and then over break, the guys are here, rest, get healthy, but we have to have practices where we're competing like we did yesterday and the day before. That's how you get better, and these guys need to understand that. They got to continue to be more comfortable with each other. And today was a good sign of things to come.